Let me proceed with Act 1, Scene 1 and page number 32. Before discussing this, let me discuss with you Golden Fleece. I had discussed with you that Portia's hair were compared with the Golden Fleece. Okay, now here the reference. This is given to you at the end of your book in the notes. Whenever you come across any difficult phrase, go back to the notes. It is given to you at the end of the book. Please refer these notes. It is going to help you a lot in framing the answers also. Now, Golden Fleece, the reference is made to the ancient Greek legend fleece. Fleece refers to the crop of wool of a sheep, means fleece is a wool of a sheep. A famous hero called Jason with his companions, the Argonauts, went on a dangerous voyage to Colchis. Now, what happened here? A famous hero, a Greek hero, Jason, along with his companion called Argonauts, he went on a dangerous voyage, sea journey to Colchis on the east coast of the Black Sea in search of the golden fleece, which was fastened, means tied to an oak by the local ruler, and the fleece was guarded by a dragon. Jason obtained it with the help of his wife Medea. Okay, so golden fleece is actually a crop of wool of a sheep. It was tied by a oak tree, and a dragon was guarding it. Finally, a Greek hero called Jason, he went and he brought it back with the help of his wife. Now, beta, here in the previous extract, let's go back to the previous extract. Now, in Balmont, a lady richly left. Bassanio says that a rich lady lives in Balmont and she's fair and fairer than the word fair. He's praising Portia. He loves Portia. And she has wondrous virtuous qualities. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair speechless messages. And Bassanio says that he feels that he has got fair speechless messages from Portia. It means Portia also likes her. Her name is Portia, nothing undervalued to Cato's daughter. Her name is Portia, and she is not less than Cato's daughter and Brutus' wife. Brutus Portia. Again, but a Portia is one more character in Julius Caesar drama, and she was Brutus' wife there and Cato's daughter. This Portia of Merchant of Venice is compared to the Portia of Julius Caesar, a drama. Nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth. The whole world knows of her worth. They know how beautiful she is. She is full of qualities and virtues and a rich lady. Now, for the four winds blow in from every coast, renowned suitor, and from every coast, every direction, different suitors come. Suitors, again, you will find this word again and again. A suitor is a person who want to participate in the contest to win a lady, Okay, and her sunny locks, her golden locks, locks of hair. Locks means hair. Okay, so her golden sunny locks hang on her temples, on her forehead like a golden fleece. Now here, Portia's hair are compared with golden fleece, which makes her seat of Balmont Colchos Strand, and Balmont actually has become Colchos, and many Jasons come in quest of her, and many Jason people like renowned suitors like Jasons, they come in search of her. Oh, my Antonio, had I but the means. If I had money. Now it means, and Bassanio had no money at the particular moment, and he had come to Antonio to take money. Already he had taken money from Antonio, and whatever he had taken, he had spent it. Clear, bache? Now next page. To hold a rival place with one of them. Okay, he say, if I had money, I can take a rival place. among the suitors. I have a mind presage, I feel my such me such thrift that I should question less be fortunate. He say, I feel that I will be the winner in this contest. If I had money, I could easily win Portia from that contest. The contest designed by Portia's father. Antonio, thou knowest that all my fortunes are at sea. Antonio says to Bassanio, you know, all my ships are sailing in the sea. Neither have I money nor commodity to raise a present sum, neither have I money nor any commodity which can raise money. Therefore, go forth, go ahead, try what my credit can in Venice do. Take my name, take my credit, and go to Venice and fetch money. I will return money. That shall be wrecked, that try what my credit, my name can do in Venice. That shall be wrecked even to the uttermost. I will stretch myself to furnish you with money, to furnish thee to Balmont, for to furnish you with the money, and then I will send you to Balmont to fair Portia. Go presently inquire, and so will I. Where money is, I no question make to have it of my trust or for my sake. You do one thing. He asks first, beta. Antonio tells Bassanio he has no money at the present moment. All his ships are sailing in the sea. Okay, he has nothing with him which can raise money. Then Bassanio should take the name of Antonio and his credit and go to Venice, bring money from anyone. Antonio will pay back the money of Bassanio by doing anything. He says here he will stretch himself to furnish and Bassanio to go to Balmont. Clear?